Hey there, folks. Westland from the Breakfast Menu here. How you doing? I am a live looping musician. I have a bunch of pedals and I use a Boss RC300 loop station, which means I have to do a whole lot of tap dancing. In fact, you can tune into one of my live streams that I do occasionally to see me doing just that. And if you're watching this, maybe you are a fellow tap dancer yourself. And maybe you've got yourself a fresh Digitech grunge pedal on a fully loaded pedal train. You've polished your favorite Strat, and you've got the place to yourself in the day off of work, and you're ready to make some noise. But slow your roll there, Tex. I'm here to tell you about probably the most overlooked piece of gear for musicians who utilize a whole bunch of guitar pedals.
Shoes. 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 Oh my god, shoes.
That's right, they're shoes. It isn't called shoegaze for nothing. Anticlimactic? Maybe. Disappointing? Almost definitely. But it's important nonetheless, and it makes sense if you think about it for more than 2 seconds. Okay, hear me out. I know this isn't the video that some of you were looking forward to after my last couple of videos of unconventional David Gilmour tone chasing, but I'll get back to those, I promise. Look, built like tanks or not, no one wants to stomp their favorite Big Muff or Fuzz Face to death in their Doc Martens. In fact, before Johnny Greenwood switched to wearing sneakers, he seems to prefer Adidas Y3 boxing trainers these days, by the way. He did, in fact, crush one of his Marshall Shredmasters to death with his Doc Martens. And even David Gilmour himself switched to some Adidas sneakers from his high-heeled boots in the 70s when Pete Cornish built his first pedal boards. See, I managed to squeeze David Gilmour into this video. Dave Knutson of Minus the Bear and Botch has been known to rock a pair of Asics to hammer away at his 4 DL4s. John Frusciante of the Red Hot Chili Peppers has a variety of Adidas and Pumas and Diesel sneakers. Nick Reinhardt is famous for his collection of New Balance 574s. Kevin Parker of Tame Impala just goes barefoot when he busts out his giant pedal boards, but I think Australians are just built different. I like jogging or football or soccer, baseball, basket, whatever sport or physical activity that you may or may not be a fan of, the right footwear is paramount. Is it the most essential piece of gear? Perhaps not, but you spent $200 on a pedal tray Novo 32, $800 loading it full of Digitech grunge pedals, spend another $100 on a pair of sneakers that you're going to use when you're making noise. I promise you won't regret it. So Westland, I arrogantly presume that you're asking me, what shoes do I get? What shoes do you recommend? What shoes do you personally wear? What makes you the king of sneakers? I thought you would never ask. Now, from my own experiences, it'll behoove you to get a comfortable pair of sneakers with a tight footprint. And look, I love my extra wide New Balance 608s too, Dad. But you don't want to be kicking on multiple pedals at once accidentally. Preferably, you're going to want shoes with a little bit of grip if you're going to be dancing around the stage trying to time your loops just right. You don't want to take a tumble on stage. Now, my personal favorite shoe for guitar applications is probably the Adidas Samoa. It's comfortable, it's tight, it's got a half-capped toe, which is really nice for some precise tempo tapping. I've owned several pairs of these, and I love them. Not sponsored, unless Adidas wants to, you know. Did I just demo a pair of sneakers on a music channel? Yes. Nike Cortez is another favorite of mine. Very comfortable, very grippy, but overpriced, and the fake leather feels like it's a step above electrical tape. But these are really, really great shoes if you're someone who rides an expression pedal a whole lot. Still not sponsored. Like Nick Reinhardt wears New Balance 574s and 420s are lightweight and robust, very comfortable. I adore mine. Still not sponsored. Puma Motorsports shoes are literally made for stepping on pedals. I've had a few pairs, although I have no idea where any of them went. Still not sponsored. A lot of musicians wear Converse or Vans, but I find them a little bit too thin, a little bit too wide in my opinion. I mean, I don't really love feeling a stiff Electro-Harmonix foot switch under my sole, but obviously try whatever you want to try. Like all things related to guitar, you're going to figure out what kind of preferences you have, what things you like, what things you dislike. Before you know it, you'll be an obsessive sneakerhead, paying just as much of attention to the footwear your favorite guitarists are wearing as you do their pedals that they're using. You're going to start frequenting Foot Locker and r/sneakers, falling into thousands of dollars of debt. Your wife will leave you and take the kids. Your car is going to get repossessed, and you'll find yourself living on the streets in a fort made of shoe boxes, just like literally any other time you get really into a new type of gear. Or maybe not, and this entire video is just my excuse to justify my owning way too many pairs of shoes. Anyway, thus concludes another terrible gear review. If you liked it, smash like and subscribe. And if you didn't, smash like and subscribe. Stick around the channel for more live streams and future terrible gear reviews. Have a good one.